What has your pet accidentally conditioned you to do? My dog Luna trained me to wake up at exactly 2:47 a.m. every night to let her out, and that's how I discovered my husband was poisoning me. It started when Luna was a puppy. She had the tiniest bladder and would whine at my side of the bed at the same time every night. For 3 years, my internal clock became so precise that I'd wake up seconds before her whining started. My husband Jake always slept through it. Heavy sleeper, he'd mumble in the morning. Lucky me. Luna would do her business quickly, then we'd both go back to bed. It became our routine. One night, I woke up at 2:47 as usual, but Luna wasn't there. I found her in the kitchen, standing perfectly still, staring at Jake. He was at the counter with his back to me, stirring something into a glass of water. Honey, I whispered, you okay? He spun around, nearly dropping the glass. Oh, you scared me. Just getting some water. Go back to bed. But Luna wouldn't move. She kept staring at him with this intense focus I'd never seen before. Her tail was low, ears back, not scared alert. What's in the glass? I asked. Just water and some antacid. My stomach's been bothering me. He drank it quickly and headed back to bed. Luna followed me upstairs, but she kept looking back at the kitchen. The next night, same routine. I woke up at 2:47, but again, Luna wasn't by the bed. I found them in the same positions, Jake at the counter, Luna watching. This time I stayed hidden in the doorway. Jake was crushing something with the back of a spoon, scraping powder into a glass. He filled it with water from the tap and stirred. Then he opened the fridge and pulled out the pitcher of filtered water I drank from every morning. The pitcher I always refilled before bed. He poured the powder mixture into my water pitcher. My blood went cold. I crept back upstairs, mind racing. Luna followed silently. I'd been feeling sick for months. Dizzy spells, nausea, constant fatigue. My doctor ran tests but found nothing wrong. Probably stress, she'd said. Maybe depression. Jake had been so caring, bringing me breakfast in bed when I felt too weak to get up, making sure I stayed hydrated. Drink your water, babe. You need fluids. The next morning, I pretended to drink from the pitcher but poured it down the sink when he wasn't looking. By afternoon, I felt better than I had in weeks. That night, I set my phone to record and hid it on the kitchen counter. At 2:47, Luna and I crept downstairs. Same scene. Jake crushing pills, mixing powder, contaminating my water. This time, I could see the pill bottle. Ambien. My prescription sleep aids that I'd stopped taking months ago because they made me too groggy. But the bottle was still full. I'd checked last week. He'd been refilling it, getting extra pills somehow, crushing them into my water every night while I slept. I watched him pour the mixture into my pitcher, then add something else. A small vial of clear liquid. My hands shook as I filmed. Luna pressed against my leg, solid and warm. Jake sealed the vial and tucked it behind the coffee maker. Then he rinsed the glass and spoon, wiping everything clean. After he went upstairs, I retrieved the vial. No label. I photographed everything and took the vial to hide in my car. The next day, I called my doctor. I need a blood test. Test for everything. She found traces of zolpidem and ethylene glycol in my system, sleeping pills and antifreeze. This is attempted murder, she said quietly. We need to call the police. I'd been slowly dying for months. The symptoms, dizziness, nausea, confusion, were textbook antifreeze poisoning. Jake had been increasing the dose gradually, making it look like a mysterious illness. The life insurance policy he'd convinced me to increase 6 months ago suddenly made sense. Police arrested Jake that evening. They found more vials hidden in his toolbox in the garage, enough antifreeze to kill me 3 times over. In his phone, they discovered internet searches. How long does antifreeze poisoning take? Undetectable poisons? Life insurance waiting periods? He'd been planning this for over a year. Luna had known something was wrong long before I did. Dogs can smell chemical changes in their owners. She'd been trying to protect me the only way she knew how, by making sure I was awake when he was poisoning me.